Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aashka Maheta. I hope you all are safe and well. Now today's video, if you have read from the title, that it is basically about a book as well as a series review, where in the book is called When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon, and the series is called Mismatched, which has been released recently on Netflix. And okay, so a confession that I read the book after I watched the series and I have been regretting it since then. Anyway, so I had a lot of thoughts in my mind while I was reading the book, or imagining the series scenarios in the book, as well as when I watched the series. So I thought maybe I could film a video about it and tell you guys what I thought of whether of the book or the series. So with that said, let's get started. Now, for talking about first the story, or the premise is of the story is basically how Dimple and Rishi met each other, and about their ambition, their career, their lives, and everything. Basically, Dimple and Rishi are just teenagers, but Dimple is someone who is very career oriented, very focused, and all that she thinks about is that she wants to be a coder. She wants to meet her idol Jenny Lent, which is expressed in the book, whereas in the series the name has been changed apparently. And in the book, the Dimple and Rishi have been living outside of the country India, but in the series they have been settled in the India only. So now later Dimple is very career oriented, and she's extremely focused, and she knows what she wants, and for that she signs up for a program called Insomnia Con. And she asks her parents if she should go to Insomnia Con, but her mother tells her that instead of trying something or focusing on her career, she should maybe find a Indian Idol husband and get settled and be she often pesters her about how she should apply kajal or be like a normal little girl, which a guy would apparently would want to marry. But Dimple is someone a kind of a tomboy, and I really like the vibe of Dimple, so cheers. Anyway, so that is what I thought. And Dimple often ignores her mother about when she's talking about how she should apply kajal or something, and or sometimes she often protests and expresses her mother that that is not something she wants. She wants something a lot more from her own life. She wants to be independent and everything. But when she Dimple expresses her emotions or what she really wants, and how she wants to go to Insomnia Con for 6 weeks, for a program where you have to develop an app, and it would be launched, the app or the winner of the Insomnia Con would get to launch his or her own app alongside with the Jenny Lent. So Dimple is very pumped about that, and when she asks her parents, surprisingly her mother allows her to go away for 6 weeks and pursue her dreams or boost up her own career. And Dimple finally thinks that yay, I can finally go over to Insomnia Con for the program and build my own app, and just yay. And little did she know that her mother had a lot of different ideas for her while sending to Insomnia Con. Did she? Later, she gets to know about this idea when Rishi comes into her life. Now, talking about Rishi, Rishi, on the other hand, is someone who belongs to a very rich family, and Rishi's father is someone who is a great or a very famous personality of the corporate world, and his father thinks that, or maybe that is what Rishi thinks of that his father really wants Rishi to go to MIT to pursue his engineering, and Rishi often tries to calm himself, thinking about that art is just a hobby or something that you do aside, but not something that you would take up or opt for as a career option. And he always tries to subside his emotions. And when his father told him about Dimple or showed his photo, he thought that maybe he could go over for 6 weeks in summer to Insomnia Con and just be with Dimple, get to know her, get married, and everything. He starts building a very beautiful fairy tale about Dimple and Rishi, and everything doesn't go as a Bollywood film or a fairy tale, does it? At least not in Dimple and Rishi's life. Anyway, so when Rishi goes over to Insomnia Con, there is that iconic scene where Dimple is standing over at a coffee place, and Rishi comes over to her and calls her and tells her, "Hello, future wife." Oh my god, that is such a cute, freaking cute. Rohit is so freaking cute. I just really adore and love him. Anyway, so got carried away. Anyway, so I was saying that there was this iconic scene where Dimple thinks that what the hell, man? Who are you, first of all? Second question, how would you come up to me and say hello, future wife? What is that? And she gets angry, just like she gets angry every time someone talks about marrying. So she just splashes the entire coffee on Rishi's face, and Rishi is like, what? How freaking stupid of me to make that joke. Anyway, rather than later on when Rishi explains everything to Dimple about how Dimple's and Rishi's parents are already friends, which is what actually is written in the book, and how they have been set up to be to get to know each other and get married and everything, Dimple gets very very angry. She's like, "Psh," mind blown. So she later calls her mother and gets the scolds her or something, that why would she, when she finally Dimple, when finally she thought that her mother understood her or really thought that her daughter was very capable person or very brilliant in what she did, she wouldn't just let her go to some place where she wouldn't try to set her up with someone and just let her be someone that what she wants to be and boost her career. So she gets very angry, but and Rishi really gets to know everything about Dimple in that particular scenario, that she is not someone who wants to get married, whether it is with Rishi or anybody else, and Rishi thinks that maybe he should leave the place and go back to his home. But Dimple realizes that when Dimple realizes that Rishi is a very kind person, a very friendly and a cute kind of guy, so she thought that maybe Rishi shouldn't drop out of the Insomnia Con and waste his parents' money just because Dimple didn't want to marry. He should be partner of Dimple, and they may be able to build an app that Dimple really wishes to. So Dimple and Rishi gets paired up, they start making the app, Dimple expresses all her ideas, and Rishi slowly falls in love with Dimple. Typical rom-com chick, like, amazing. Anyway, it was so beautiful. So that is how their story begins. There are many things about their life that goes on, and Further talking about, I would like to talk about what are the things that I really loved, whether it was in the book, the series. So, talking about the book first, that everything, every emotion, or the character development, the word building has been captivated so beautifully, whether it was the emotions of Dimple or Rishi, or Dimple's friend Celia, or the three ever zombies. Every emotion, every character development has been expressed so fantastically in the book, and I really enjoyed it. Every time that Dimple and Rishi would come together, whether it was in the series or it was in the book, I would squeal. It is so amazing. This is how exactly I laugh when I was reading the book. This is how your estrogen pumps up when you are reading the book or watching the series. So you should definitely read the book first. Don't make the mistake that I did. Apparently a lot of would have watched the series, but still, a lot of you may have thought that now I have watched the series, what is the point of reading the book? But no, you should read the book. It is so freaking amazing. Anyway, then talking about the series, I really extremely adored the acting or the chemistry of Dimple and Rishi. They are just so freaking cute together. I really enjoyed it wholeheartedly. So heartwarming. And I have been always been a great fan of Prajakta mostly Sen, and now I have a great fan of Rohit as well. So that is that. Anyway, uh, yeah, and now talking about what I really didn't like, but especially the things I didn't like was in the series, because book is perfect. Because in the series I thought that a lot of scenes are present in the book that has been really great. There is one bench scene where Dimple and Rishi sits together, and Rishi shows all his drawings or the comics that he drew or his art to Dimple, and that scene is very cute, as well as the scene on building, from where you can see the entire city. That scene is very really amazing. I wouldn't want to spoil it for you, but you should definitely read the book and get to know about that scene. It is so cute. You will be, you will feel so good about it. And also talking about something that I really didn't like in the series was the last scene. Why? Why, Dimple, my dear? Why would you do that? Anyway, so that the last scene was something I really didn't expect, and I really didn't want that to be seen by me, but anyway, lucky for us, that scene is not present in the book, so we didn't have to break our hearts, do we? If we are reading the book. So, if you guys haven't watched the series yet, please read the book first. Don't make a mistake like I did and regret it for entire life. Anyway, so I would say it is perfect. It is amazing. Sandhya Manon, I love it. I would read a lot of your books. I'm gonna read it. Yeah. That, oh yes, that can be a resolution for me in 2021. Great. Anyway, that is great. Anyway, so let me know. I had a lot of fun while shooting this video. Let me know in the comment section if you had a lot of fun while watching this, and if you were really excited to read the book or to watch the series in the comment section as well. And if you have already done that, Please let me know in the comment section about that as well. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget about that, and also hit the bell icon besides that so you get notified every time I post a video. And also to connect with me on social media, I will link the link to it to my Instagram handle in the description below, so go check that out too. And watch my other videos also, the link to that will also be there in the comments, in the description box. So that is it from my side. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep reading. Until then, bye bye.